No way. Hey, buddy. Welcome to our last day in Bora-Bora. Going to pick up Adam at the airport. Gina and Ruby fly out at 7, and yeah, on to Tonga. We just got done with church, got back. It's always so special to spend time at church. You know, it's hard to even explain. Man, leaving church today, I was so choked up and emotional. We've met so many beautiful people throughout French Polynesia, and to have this coming to an end is super sad. And I know we'll see many of these great people again. It's just so wonderful to be able to meet people worshiping Christ in all these beautiful islands, and we feel very blessed that we've had the opportunity to worship with them. So we're just getting everything ready. We have, I'll actually try and pull it up on predict wind so you can see. We'll be going upwind. The wind's we got a huge weather pattern that's not great that we're gonna be up against. And then we will be going upwind for about 24 hours. And then it's downwind sailing almost the whole way. A little bit too much wind. So hopefully it's not too crazy, but we're excited to get out of here. I just saw these, and that's just a little representation of how many wonderful people that we met here. It's such a fun departing gift, and I know who most of them came from. Anyway, so many cherished memories here. We are off. Crazy. All right, Owen's lost 2 fish.
I didn't lose any. That was all you.
So sad. Look at this. Boop. No fishing line. No fishing line. Oh, they hit so hard, so fast. And this one was on for maybe, no, not even 20 seconds. And we're right on it, slowing the boat down. And anyway, luckily we got some new string, so hopefully we can catch a trophy. So we have 2 reefs in now, and then the trinket. We're going about 6 knots. So between 21 and 26 apparent wind. All right, we're in a pickle. We broke the sheet on our mainsail halyard, and so it kind of makes it so you can't reef. So we're trying to figure out how to accomplish this. We were gonna go into Malpiha. We talked to someone that's been in and out quite a bit, and then there's a bunch of people trying to get out, and they decided it's too sketchy. So now we've been motoring for an hour and a half to get there, but now we're questioning if that's the right decision. So we need to figure out how to get this in a position so we can reef it, and I know it's not the end of the world if we have to keep our halyard on the winch the rest of the way to Tonga, which we're only day 1, so it kind of stinks. So we got to the backside of the island, and it's pretty calm. It's still a little rolly, so hopefully we can get everything rigged up. It's pretty scary being up there, and then with it a little rolly, it's pretty exciting. Owen, he's a rock star. We got it all taken care of. What happened, Owen?
Dad broke the mainsail halyard.
We sent something for him on the spinnaker halyard, and then he forgot it, the spinnaker halyard. Anyway, so we had to turn around, drop the mainsail, go back, and then anyway, we're all happy, we're on our way. But Adam prepared lunch for us.
It's tacos again.
Taco Monday?
Yes.
What's today? Monday.
Yeah, but we're gonna lose a day as we travel. It could be Tuesday.
It could be Tuesday again.
We could be doing this right.
Today has been awesome. The first day horrible. So like the sea state was horrible, it was crappy. Second day we lost our halyard, so we were dealing with that for about 6 hours to get tucked behind that island. And anyway, we got all that sorted out, and today the sea's not great, but we're moving along good. We're going around 10 knots on average. Almost 400 miles in is 1,300 miles altogether, so we're well on our way. Well, that's boring. A barracuda in the middle of nowhere. That's so crazy. We've never experienced that one. Well, we made pretty good time today. We lost so much time yesterday dealing with the halyard, so it's kind of frustrating, but we're about 400 miles in now. It's 4:30. We'll probably end up with about 230, 240 miles today. Tomorrow should be a great day. We should be able to get 250, 260, something like that. So fingers crossed. It's been super uncomfortable. We're gonna put out the spinnaker and get a little speed. We'll just run it till it gets dark. We caught an awesome mahi this morning. We had rice bowls with mahi for lunch, and then we'll have mahi tacos tonight. But yeah, it's we're stoked we caught that, so should be a good day. It's such a pain to fly the spinnaker and when it's rough seas like this, because it always collapses as you surf down the waves. But got about 4 extra knots, so we're happy. All right, kids, it's 3:20. About 12:30 last night, Emerson came running downstairs. We just dived. The autopilot quit working. So from about 12:30 till really about, I think it was 8 o'clock, I was just sitting there troubleshooting, trying to figure out what the heck was wrong with it. Posted on Outremer's Facebook page. A bunch of people were trying to help. Finally got a hold of an NKE rep. Long story short, after lots of hours, we finally, check out this whole fish. That's all we can catch. Anyway, we finally got it situated. We know what's wrong, I should say. The clutch just went out on it. There's a little electrical solenoid thing that is bad. We think we're actually gonna just get a whole new autopilot system and bolt it in, and then we'll troubleshoot and figure out exactly what's wrong with the one we have. And then I am going to have 2 for the whole assembly. I mean, it's 3,000 bucks, and then it's for the whole assembly it's probably another $1,000. But man, here we are, 600 miles left to go, and we're gonna have to hand steer it. So live and learn. Redundancy is everything on a boat. So our friends are gonna go pick it up in Seattle, fly to Hawaii, drop it off to Gina and Ruby, and then Gina and Ruby leave Saturday night. I think they have to go to Fiji, spend the night in Fiji, and then to Tonga. Tonga is a horrible place to visit. It's not easy to get to. There you go. Don't let it poke you. Watch your feet. It's 12:30. It's amazing. We have a full moon. So we have our mainsail all the way up, and then we have our small head sail up just to make sure everybody is comfortable all night long. And it's amazing if you just slow down a little bit how much better I sleep. So look at this guy.
Yep.
Are you watching our YouTube video?
Yep.
So sad. Last night he was on watching. We got a squall out of nowhere, and all of a sudden the wind started going crazy, and he got soaking wet. And it was like he had 5 minutes left on his shift, so he drew the short straw.
Yep.
All right, Adam's in here just slaving away. The only reason we invited him is because of this.
We can make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Look at this. He's made cookies. He brought us some of the best peanut butter. Crazy Richard's, his family's business. They're awesome. They're out in Ohio. We know them from there, but unfortunately, they don't sell it in French Polynesia, so we had to buy other, but Adam brought us the good stuff. Crazy Richard's at your local Walmart. Where else?
Kroger. Those are the main ones. Anything that Kroger owns and Walmart. It's awesome.
Anyway.
One ingredient.
Yeah, one ingredient. It's super clean stuff. So anyway, we are cruising along, having an awesome day. We've got the Code Zero up and the trinket going like 9 knots about. It's been fun sailing by hand. It's good for us to do. All the Polynesians, when they catch big fish, they keep the tail. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. But if you look up online, you see knives that are made out of the beak. And so we're gonna try it out and try and have someone make us a cool knife. So that'll be fun. It stinks, so I'm not sure what to do with it right now, but we're excited to make something fun with it. It's like 2. I guess we have one more night after today, so we didn't film it all yesterday. It's been pretty slow going, no fish yesterday. We're motoring along right now. Pretty boring the last 24 hours. We have 152 more miles to go. It's great to have this trip come to an end. We're very excited to get into Tonga. We crossed the international date line. We'll probably get in pretty early because we've been motoring for the last day. Adam's flight, we thought we'd have an extra day with Adam, but then with the international date line, we realized we lost a day, and so we're barely gonna have time to anchor and get him to the airport. So hopefully we can do something little on the way in, so we'll see. So we don't have a whole lot of fuel left, so we're just using one motor at a time now. Hopefully there's some wind coming. I'm a bit worried about it, so hopefully we're okay. Check out that new spinnaker. Come on, buddy. Here it goes. We took the spinnaker down for just a second and tried using the gennaker, but spinnaker's a better way to go. So we can make it if we start motoring at midnight. So what we're gonna do is just kind of pluck along, see how far we can get until probably 3 o'clock is when we'll kick on the motor. So the one motor that we have a little bit of fuel left. So fun.
So yesterday we flew from Fiji to Tonga, so now we're in Tonga and we spent the night at a hotel here, and we're at the cap city in Tonga, and the boys are sailing to Vavau, and we're gonna fly there after breakfast.
It's a miracle. Tonga. We're here. I can't believe it. We were able to sail for a few hours last night. Pretty slow, but we put some miles on. We're gonna get through this first cut, and then we're gonna drop the dinghy, and Owen and Adam are gonna jump in the dinghy and cruise over to the main port area and head over to the airport. And it's kind of funny. Gina's flying out at 1 and Adam's flying out at 1:30. I'm pretty sure they're on the same plane. So Owen's gonna go greet Gina while me and Emerson continue to hover around together. We're gonna get the dinghy all filled up so we can deploy quickly. Farewell, Adam. So we gotta go through this little cut, and then we're gonna come up here and then down through this, and then right when we get here we will deploy the dinghy, and they will cut through right here. It's pretty shallow, it's only like 3 feet deep, and come around to here, and then me and Emerson will just motor all around, and it'll take us probably an hour and a half. It'll take them like 20 minutes. Okay, sayonara. Thanks for being our chef.
Yeah. You're getting a better one in about an hour.
All right, thanks, Adam. See you later. Wow, it is awesome having Adam on the boat. He's such a cool guy. Anyway, we're gonna miss Adam. We can't take Leah through the cut that they're going through, and so it'll take us probably close to 2 hours to get all the way around. So we're excited to see Gina and Ruby. They're jumping on a flight in the capital city of Tonga. They'll head up here. It is so cool here. It's crazy. These, I don't even know what you call it. Anyway, in between all the islands, our church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there's, I don't know how many members on the island, but there's churches all over the place. And we've, me and Emerson were just laughing. It's funny, you can point them out all over. But it'll be so fun to get to know some of the members of the church here. Wow, my family is back. It's Ruby!
Right here.
So we're on the mooring ball. Let's look at this, how much fuel we have. Me and Emerson sailed most of the way in, so we just had a motor to last a little bit. I haven't looked at this forever because I didn't want to have anxiety. It's like, we're gonna run out or not? Wow. At least it comes up, huh?
They're making us pull up to this dock, which is really shallow, to get like a check or something. These guys, the people that is checking us in, won't let my brothers and my dad go into town until they check in.
So pretty. We're gonna go on a tour, on a whale tour. It's funny, being here on channel 26, 28, something like that. All the whale operators are on that, and so they all talk to each other. But we are so pumped to go see the whales. Anyway, there's just company here, so they're so cool. We said, we can't go that early, and because the kids have school, and they're like, no problem, we go right after. So they're waiting for the kids to get done to school, and then we're out of here. So I'm going to finish our check-in process. I gotta just hand them some papers. But when you come into Tonga for the first time, well, at least in the north, you're supposed to bring your boat to the dock first. They actually made us unhook from the mooring ball and bring our boat over there. They don't really inspect the boat or anything, but they do come on the boat just in the cockpit to fill out all the information.